All right, we got Wizzrobe versus Rudolph. I didn't even know Rudolph had a Sheik here. Wizzrobe is a master of playing against Sheik, has a lot of practice, combos really hard. Swedish Delight and Dark Atma have told me that once they get grabbed, it feels like it's death. So this will be interesting. I imagine Rudolph has probably played Gucci a fair share of times if Gucci is the top player there.
Maybe when he plays Gucci, he opts for Sheik then, I guess.
Yeah, maybe he's learned.
You know, there are a lot of people who feel like Martin versus Falcon isn't too bad, but regardless, right now Wizzy, with an amazing combo, just taking off the first stock from Rudolph. Hopefully this doesn't make Rudolph second guess his pick.
Okay. All right, clean edge guard. Good back air. Another back air. Underneath stage, clean. Oh, okay, still clean.
Here we are with both of these players at one stock apiece, and you know, I have to say the interesting thing about Wizzy is how far he's just gone with trying to make, you know, Captain Falcon as efficient as possible, right?
Yes.
And of course, there were a couple of players who didn't quite believe before, but now things have changed, you know?
Yeah.
The ones who've been really, I'd say, obstinate when it comes to changing their style of Captain Falcon, they actually go to Wizzy and try to figure out ways to optimize their Falcon play. Wow, the triple knee.
And that's it.
Stuff like that never gets old.
That's called you're not a Sheik main because if you DI in, you're gonna eat 3 knees.
Shots by Tapo.
Yeah. So a lot of it is just like skirmishing around with walling out with F tilts, and Falcon doing a lot of nairs that could potentially lead into something. But it's a lot of non-committal movement in the matchup, especially in neutral, where you're kind of dash dancing, you're kind of feeling them out and waiting for them to commit first.
It's definitely looking like this pick was really good for.
Yeah.
This stage pick was good for Wizzy as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, and then, typically what happens is the Falcon will strike out Yoshi's and FOD, and Wizzrobe wins game 1. And then it comes down to preference, but usually Sheik mains will strike out FD and Dreamland, and then they go to Battlefield. You definitely don't want to give Falcon the room to just dash dance and run around. So Yoshi's and FOD are usually really terrible stages for Falcon because they have to skirmish without being able to have the liberty of dash dancing. Okay, he is...
The chairs are here. Rudolph said, you know what? Here's my next form. Only 2 chairs this time. Usually, I tend to see him play with 3.
All right.
But the stage isn't big enough, so...
He's not in his final form yet.
Not yet.
You're going to need to go Super Saiyan to beat this guy when he's in final form.
Here it is. Rudolph recognizing that he does not want to get sent.
By the way, Twitter, just to give you guys better commentary, can somebody please tweet me the bracket so that I know where people are coming from? It would be really greatly appreciated. I have no idea. I'm scrubbing it. Okay, so we see Fox versus Falcon, another matchup that Wizzy's very familiar with.
All right, well, the Fox is out, and oh, a misreaction right there from our boy. And you see him just putting out the backers. He doesn't want to deal with the threat of a neutral air from Wizzrobe.
A lot of just aerial, raw aerial into aerial, no shines in between. That's really interesting.
Wow, that looked like a bit of a bait, huh?
Yes.
I like that right there by Rudolph.
So I think Wizzrobe needs to adjust to the fact that Rudolph is not throwing shines right after aerials. And I think that's what Wizzrobe's waiting for. Instead, he's just going aerial after aerial after aerial.
Whoa!
It kind of reminds me of the hack style of zoning where he throws out a lot of walling out back airs and nairs.
I mean, he's rocking the color too. Look at this. This is quite the changeup from Rudolph. Oh, and that probably had to be a mistake.
And that's probably going to be death.
Tafo with the hard read right here.
Is it going to be death? Yes.
He's still going.
Yep.
Yep, that quick up air. No knees needed.
but he needed to kill regardless.
Oh, indeed.
This won't lead to death.
Oh, okay. So
Down tilt?
in that situation, a forward smash when Rudolph was at the edge would have helped, especially if he does it early. But of course, I'm alluding to when Wizzy was off stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's usually good because it covers like when Falcon tries to go forward or back, you know, when they're Falcon diving towards the edge. In any event, Rudolph chasing Wizzy across the stage, a back air. See, that's why it's good to go for the forward smash. There it is. Opportunity, and he gets it. Smart decision.
And the thing that opened it up was Rudolph's hard read on the roll off the stage, roll from Wizzy. He hard read that.
Ooh, good tag chases by Rudolph. Yeah, Wizzy had to buffer that roll, right?
Yes.
Just to get out of that situation.
Oh wow, that was really quick.
That would have been an interesting conversion, but again, Wizzy's just rolling out of these situations that aren't quite true, like true follow-ups. Okay, down smash. Interesting.
Not strong enough. Oh, he just comes out with the rawest of knees.
That's why it's always scary whenever you like face Captain Falcon. Instead of just knocking him into the air like that, just knock him off stage time and time again. It's harder for the Falcon main.
Fully recovered. No, Rudolph does a smart choice and shines him.
Yeah, but Wizzrobe is still up 1 game.
This is really close. Rudolph seems to get the early lead on stocks, and then he makes a minor mistake, and Wizzrobe ends up taking the stock usually. All right, is this gonna be it?
Potentially.
This is gonna be it.
I can't quite say. It's looking like it.
All right.
He's reacting really well.
All
Nice.
right.
Gets the second place. It looked
He
like Wizzy
still
tried
gets
to end it.
That's the 20GX technology of being able to cover the option even by going with the knee.
Very efficient, and Wizzrobe taking the game. Very respectful handshake too. You know what I like about Wizzy? Right after he shook his opponent's hand, he looked at him straight